Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey.
Hello, hello.
Hey, so welcome to DM4. You guys have got a lot to live up to after the Chaos Crew. I hope that you guys are all watching. You're ready to keep up the vibe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you off to Jason at this point. He's going to give you all a moment to introduce yourselves. But honestly, have so much fun, everyone, and thank you for being here. I will see everyone in 90 minutes.
Yeah, Penny.
Thanks, Penny. Cheers.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Hello, everybody. I am the disembodied voice that will be guiding you through. Ooh. Camera decided to stop working when I moved from stage wing to here, so what are you going to do? But you can hear me, and that's the important thing.
I'm imagining a beautiful chiseled jaw, incredible cheekbones, and perfect hair.
I'm going to go with your imagination. It's much better than reality.
Aww.
So who wants to start? Who wants to introduce themselves to our watchers and tell us who you are, who you're playing, and your favorite dessert?
I'll go. Hello, I'm Mark. I'm playing Daniel Vosovic, the Diogar cleric. Here straight from the Underdark to collect slaves for the Empire. My favorite dessert is steak and potatoes.
That is an amazing answer. Yes, very good. Very good. Who's next?
That's good. I'll go. I'll go. No, you.
I'm Dawn. I'm playing Char the Rogue. He is the parkour enthusiast and a bit of a himbo. And my favorite dessert is lemon meringue pie.
Nice. I have no idea what a himbo is.
Just wait.
Imagine like Thor, like really hot, really dumb, like no intelligence, no wisdom, just smooth brain.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Cool. Flame, Mykah, or Waffles? Who's next?
I'll go. So I'm Waffles. I'll be playing Bernie Sanders. I'm here representing the great nation of Vermont. And my favorite dessert is socialism.
And it's done.
We're gonna have fun, you and I. Yeah, this is gonna be good. Yeah, this is excellent. Only two left, guys.
Oh, we'll jump in. I'm Lennox, aka Flame Cerberus. I do apologize for absolutely nothing for Kevin. And I am playing Johnny Baloney. The human fighter who, through the ancient tradition of learning how to fight with his two-hand crossbows, was raised by an order of Kenkus. And so all the accents might be coming out. We'll just need to see what phrases they came out to.
Nice. And my name's...
Yeah. Oh, go, Alex. Or that Mykah guy, whoever you are.
Hey guys, I'm Mykah. Tonight I'll be playing a Big Mac. The half-orc Strixhaven dropout. Currently the star employee at McDragon's. My favourite dessert is the ice creams that we serve, soft serves, when the machine isn't broken.
So never, in other words.
Oh yeah, they're as rare as anything.
All right, fantastic. I would just like all of you, and all of our viewers to know that Kevin, the undead xenomorph, is going to become a recurring character in the campaigns that I run every week. I'm not going to let something that amazing go. That is hilarious, and I hate you all for the fact that now exists.
Why do you hate me for? I mean, it's amazing.
Yes, but now I have to use the phrase... I have to now use the phrase Kevin the undead xenomorph in a sentence.
What else would you name a xenomorph?
I mean, not Alan, obviously. That would be weird.
No, not Alan.
Okay. So, are you guys on to Roll20 now?
I am.
Should be.
I am, but it's not loading for me.
But it's not loading. Okay.
It'll take a little while because it's such a big map with lots of fancy dynamic lighting and things.
Gotcha.
Yeah, what he said. He knows what. I will let you guys know right now that I am clearly an amazing expert with Roll20, and I have virtually no idea what I'm doing. Most of my games are run on tabletop, so if I have no idea how to do something in Roll20, please be patient. Where you left off, the shock of the events of convincing a xenomorph of its own free will to join your Congo line and play a tiny harmonica with its inner jaws has caused each of you to have a small mental breakdown and a personality shift, resulting in each of you being different characters with different abilities and powers. When else do you see a xenomorph playing a tiny harmonica? Like, that is not something that someone will go through mentally normal.
I just pull out my bongos and start playing with them.
Excellent.
Question. Is it Big Mouth playing the
No, my horn, sorry, not my bongos.
So the inner jaws are playing a tiny harmonica.
It's like the
Exactly. It is not playing the harmonica well.
It can have guidance. I will walk over to Kevin and I will say, "You will do well in the dark, claustrophobic mines of my homeland. Play, alien." And I will give this alien some of Laduga's divine power to serve the Diogar Empire, and it will just get to add 1d4 to whatever performance check it makes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. It is now slightly better at playing the harmonica. So, you guys are currently, in case you haven't been following along, you're entering into a large room from a smaller room. The walls are made of a strange coppery bronze looking metal, so are the floors and ceiling. Obviously, you have the previous party figured out that these are in fact xenomorphs, one of which is currently undead and bound to follow you guys as a pet. But that's about where we got to. You were in combat, but you're not now, because you convinced the xenomorph, not to eat your brains. So what would you guys like to do? Where would you like to go? Assuming you can see the map in Roll20, which I think you can?
I certainly can.
Excellent.
Yeah, got it up now.
Excellent. So,
how intense was that combat that we definitely just experienced and is fresh in our memories?
And how badly hurt is Kevin looking?
Kevin currently has 3 knives sticking out of him.
Kevin!
Oh no.
I will walk over to Kevin and I will say, "Kevin, you will not serve your Diogar overlords looking like this. You need to be strong to work in the mines." And I'm going to cast the spell Aid at 3rd level. And so Kevin and also 2 other people of my choice are going to have their hit point maximum increased by 15 points. This isn't temporary health. This isn't a shield. This is your actual HP goes up by 15.
Who are the people of your choice?
Well, you know what? I'll give 15 to Big Mac. Big Mac has a lot of experience working in thankless environments, doing long hours at McDragon's, and I sense that we probably have a connection. Big Mac will probably do very well in the mines, and I'll give one to Bernie Sanders, because
Thank you. This is appreciated.
Because my character does not understand you in the slightest and wants to kind of build some bridges so that he can eventually convince you to become a mining intern. Your health all goes up by 15 points.
Feel a bit better, thank you.
Thank you. This actually, can I talk to you about this in private, about maybe incorporating this into my CLERIC for all plan?
Daniel will say, "Yes, we can talk about it in private. And in terms of thanks, what you can do after this is follow me and take up a position in the mines as a work volunteer. Only 16-hour days. I'm sure you will love it."
The only people I work for is the good people of Vermont.
We can enslave them too.
I'm trying to
As he's healing the xenomorph, I go and pull the actual daggers out of him so that the daggers don't get sealed into his wounds.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm gonna go up to him and start like stroking his face, like comforting him as the daggers are going out each time. It's okay. It's okay. Just breathe. No, don't spit acid. It's okay. Just breathe.
I feel like since we're all in the line as well, going forward, I want to see what's in the room ahead of us. And what the heck the place
Roll
is
perception.
going. Oh, shoot.
Roll perception.
Give me 2 seconds.
Are we going left or are we going right?
Right, I believe.
Just in the way we're walking.
I mean, you were initially just going straight from one room into the other. Then you found another xenomorph who you convinced to play a tiny harmonica.
Yes, I remember it well when it happened to me.
Yeah.
Literally 5 seconds ago, yes.
He played the harmonica.
Makes sense to me. Like, why wouldn't a xenomorph play a harmonica?
But exactly. Let's not be prejudiced against our brain-eating brethren, right?
Xenomorphs have rights too, people.
Yes, they do. He might be an illegal alien. Doesn't mean that he doesn't clarify. Being right.
Xenomorph lives matter.
What is Big Mac? Let's see. We're looking into the room on the right, aren't we? We're walking that way.
Yeah, the one we're walking into. Yeah. It's a dirty 20.
They're leading towards the right.
I would like to go up to the throne. Is there anything by the throne? Can I just...
I've had to restart my roll 20, so I can't see. Roll a perception or investigation to see what is around.
I feel like as the xenomorph's going along, it's playing the hi-ho, off to work we go theme on the harmonica.
Is ancient Diogar tune. The slaves play it all. I mean, the interns play it all the time. Very motivational.
We play it in McDragons too. Classic there.
Off the work we'll go.
Snapping along.
Sorry.
Yes. So we have a 12 perception. Dawn,
Yeah,
which
I'm not very big brain.
That's all right. Are you Char?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. So you wander over there.
Can we just move our tokens around to explore this particular room, or should we stay roughly where we are in case we encounter something?
The choice is yours.
Ooh.
Okay.
I would
like to walk over to the throne.
as far as possible. That would be the best.
To go.
I'm going to sit on the throne.
Damn it, you beat me there.
I am King Char.
As you sit upon the throne, Char, in front of you appears 3 large glowing squares, they look square facing you, upon which are a number of symbols you don't recognize and several images.
Which of them is the prettiest?
Right. Sort of the middle of the one on the right is kind of the most beautiful. It's kind of a serene starscape, looking off into the distance with a large blue-green orb in the center of it. Oh, that just looks
How
so
big is it?
picturesque. How big?
Is it big enough for me to grab?
You can try.
I try.
So you reach out and your hand passes through the image.
I want to use psionic whispers to try mentally connect with it. They need to be able to understand things. I don't know. Don't know if they're sentient. If they are sentient, I try.
Psychic whispers, is it?
Psionic whispers, I think.
Oh, psionic. Sorry. Of course, one of you is playing a psionic character.
Apologies for nothing.
Okay, nifty. Roll a wisdom save.
Oh, my favorite.
Uh-oh.
12. That's not too bad.
What do we got? Okay. So you take 3 psychic damage as your mind is overwhelmed by millions of voices. You, however, center on one after a few moments, which speaks back to you in a very childlike manner, wondering... Oh, now I have to impersonate a small child.
Oh no.
Asking if you, I don't know, want to go see the cool rocks down by the creek. Yes.
I would
that is-
love to see the cool rocks by the creek.
Can I also hear
Here's the
this
creek,
as I
can we go see
stand
the rock?
right in front of her? Oh, him. You're a himbo.
Yeah, him.
So, Dawn, it's a psychic ability, right? For a psionic.
Yes, I
tell-
can let other people be psychically connected as well.
Okay, so if
So
you choose,
I psychically connect. I think I can do 4 people.
Right.
Ooh. Can we all just like message each other in our minds?
So I've connected to this, and myself. So I connect 2 or 3 other people.
okay, so you may connect the other party members you choose to be able to hear the voice of this young girl.
Yeah. It's Mike, right? Yeah. And Bernie Sanders can join in.
Great.
Thank you. This is appreciated.
They want to come show us the rocks by the stream.
Rocks. I love rocks. What kind of rocks? Are
Me
they
too.
precious minerals?
So the girl's voice in your heads says that they are pretty rocks down by the stream. Daddy says I'm not supposed to go there right now, but I always sneak down to see them when I can.
You shouldn't be disrespecting your father like that. It's not good.
I will ask, but where is the stream? You can trust us. You can trust me.
Yeah, we are bros, man. You can show us the stream. Why would you ask us to see the pretty stream if you're not going to show it to us?
So the voice in your head says that the stream is down behind her house. She goes for a nice run through a field until she gets to it, which is in a little forest that she loves to play in. Are you going to come and play with her?
I would have loved to. That sounds like a great time. Where's your house?
She says it's at the end of the street near the factory and the school.
We can find that.
Do we know where a
but-
factory is? Is there a factory near here?
If we're looking around, can we see a school, a factory, and or a stream?
Roll perception.
I would love to roll perception, and I'm going to give myself guidance. It's incredible.
Is that a 9?
That is a 9. Yeah,
Excellent.
the divine guidance of Laduga added an extra 50% to my extremely poor check.
Well, you don't see any stream.
Mhm.
No, you don't see any streams. You do see a number of pipes overhead, which do appear to be filled with water.
Ooh.
Otherwise, metal walls, pillar, ceiling, floor, cool throne thing.
Where
Glowy
are these
lights in front of you.
pipes heading to? Are they connecting specific rooms as they run along the roof?
They do appear to be, yes.
Which rooms in particular are these roof pipes running between?
So they seem to be coming. I mean, roll an investigation, actually, please, to follow the lights.
I would love to roll
Nothing.
an investigation check, and I'd love to do so with the divine help of my god Laduga. Here we go. Boards, even. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Oh, it's
You cannot identify any pattern to the pipes or direction that they are going.
These pipes are completely random. It is impossible for anybody to follow them. I do not think we should follow up on that at all. Eyes on the ground, not through the roof. And I'll just start wandering around looking at random shit.
Fantastic.
This psychic connection lasts 5 hours, by the way, as long as we're within 1 mile of each other.
That will not cause any lasting emotional trauma to the young girl whatsoever, having 4 other voices in her head.
just hearing it. You guys just wondering what the hell is he doing?
Can we still talk to this young girl as long as we're psychically connected?
Yeah.
As Danielle is wandering around, he'll start asking her what she likes to do with playtime with rocks, if she enjoys digging, putting rocks into barrows and wheeling those barrows up to her overlords. And if not, she should certainly try it. And that is the conversation that'll psychically be broadcast to everybody for the next 5 minutes as I investigate this hall.
Just slowly bringing up a hand crossbow and then deciding against it and then lowering it down.
The square cubes in front of me, can I physically touch any of them, or does my hand just pass through all of them? Just from like left to right as I'm sitting on this throne, I'm like trying to touch the things inside them.
Okay. So some parts of the glowing squares do react when you touch them, some of them don't. Several other parts of the squares change as you interact with different bits of it. Again, many of the parts of it are covered in symbols you don't recognize and can't decipher. The images, a couple of them change. The one with the beautiful blue-green orb shifts to an image of a very dark room with some sort of large machine and a number of shadowy objects surrounding it. There's also now a flashing part in the middle square in the top left-hand corner. And yeah.
I've just gone wandering off. I have no idea what's happening with glowing squares.
Yeah. This pool looks really, really interesting.
Where are you? And this pool over here that we're right beside?
Yeah. I'm just staring at it as what is this?
No.
I mean, these guys seem to be doing their own thing, so I'm just taking a look and just like with my head crossed.
Sanders?
Ernie.
Oh, we lost Bernie. Where'd Bernie go? He was taken.
That's the last thing you want from a leader in a time of crisis.
Oh. We need a
Which one of you
combination of Bert and Ernie
again?
back.
Who's
Uh-oh.
Now that's the last thing you want from a leader in a time of crisis.
Oh no!
sorry, the DM temporarily left. Oh, this is so confusing. We have no idea what's going on. I'm sorry, viewers. I'm sorry.
As I'm looking up past this pool of water that Johnny Baloney is so closely inspecting, in the next room I can see there's a great big old statue. What does that look like? Can I just
roll perception? Both of you roll perception, actually. Johnny Baloney for investigating the pool. Danielle for having a look at that sweet, sweet statue way over there.
Perception is so good right now. Hiya. So good.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
I've been killing it this session. Here we go.
Yeah, virtual high five. Boom.
So, Johnny, you see that the pool of water is not, in fact, water. It's actually a very thick, greenish yellow liquid. Deep inside of it, probably 4 feet down, you do see several crab-like creatures with multiple legs and long tails. They appear to be gently swimming. Otherwise, they don't pay.
There's alive down here.
Daniel, it's a sweet statue.
That is a sweet statue.
Hey, Danelle, this pool has things in it. You want to take a look? I'm not sure quite what they are.
I would love to. I'll have a look in this pool at this goo, at these crab-like creatures. Why not? What do I roll for that?
I mean, they sound pretty harmless. They're just swimming around in there.
Can I reach in and pull one out?
You can absolutely try. Roll it.
What do I roll to reach in and grab a crab?
Can I see?
I can do an attack roll, or
animal handling, yep, or an attack roll, whichever would be higher.
great. This is going to say Warhammer. This is not my Warhammer.
I'm going to assist you in this because I'm going to help you try and get one out so I can take a closer look as well.
Oh yeah, crab teamwork. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, your assistance is excellent.
Teamwork makes dream work.
That is all I'm not saying. We send that amongst all of the mining interns. We remind them every day.
I want to stop you there, but it's kind of inspiring how dedicated you are to this. Keep going.
And he will say, actually, as I'm like mid-crab reach, I will look up at Johnny Baloney and I will say, Johnny, we have known each other very long time. And that is so long, oldest of friends. And that is one of the nicest things that you have ever said to me. And I'm going to use as I'm mid-crab reach, as my little dwarf fingers are closing around this crustacean, I'm going to use my special Peace Cleric ability, Emboldening Bond, as I forge the bonds of friendship between us so strong, there is a mechanical effect. For the next 10 minutes, you have the effects of Bless and Guidance once per turn on everything you do. Plus 1d4 to every skill check, plus 1d4 to all of your saves, plus 1d4 to all of your attack rolls. As I say, you will make excellent slave. And then I grab the crab.
Yep.
I mean, thanks. I think.
You're welcome. His highest compliment.
As my hand is also in the pool, like guiding his hand towards one and trying to like slow one of the crabs down so he can.
Our fingertips can touch romantically. That can be the moment of the bond.
I love it. Just and then his eyes to come up and just stare at each other.
This is such a wonderful moment. I hate to interrupt it. No, I don't. I'm enjoying interrupting it. You are now holding a crab. It is about probably 2 feet wide at the end of its legs, and probably a good 4 feet long with its tail. It doesn't appear to have any eyes. Yep, it has a very long, bony tail. And as you kind of turn it over and examine it, its underside is way creepier than its top. Its top appears to be sort of a solid exoskeleton type thing. Doesn't appear to have any eyes. Doesn't appear to have a nose. It doesn't react favorably to you holding it, but it doesn't appear very hostile, and it doesn't really try and get away either.
Right.
This thing is confusing. I mean, how does it get around?
I have a question. Are we assumed to have some basic material components on us for the purposes of spells?
Yes.
Because I would like to take this extremely bizarre crab, and then I'm going to spend a little bit of time. I'd like to learn a little bit more about it by using legend lore. If that is permissible.
Yes, by all means. In the meantime, legend lore. Thank you for describing that, because I have never seen that spell before.
Also, how are you doing, Thomas? Welcome in.
Hello, I'm good. I currently only have control of the Kevin token, so I guess I'm playing Kevin now. I don't know what's happened to Kevin in the last 10 minutes. I don't know if he's still alive, but I'm happy to play Kevin.
Where is the Kevin token? Where's
Kevin's
Kevin gone?
behind Waffles.
It's over here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would like to extend that emboldening bond that I just gave to Johnny Baloney. I can give it to like multiple characters. I want Kevin to know that he is loved and appreciated. Whenever Kevin tries to do anything, you can add 1d4 to his attacks, to his saves, to his skill checks.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
I thought what we had was special.
Oh boy!
I have nothing to say to that.
I'm holding the crab down, but now I'm doing it reciprocally.
I also feel like I have a weird connection to Kevin. I'm not quite sure why. I feel like I have a vague recollection that I've met Kevin before. But I was also half the size and also a weird goblin thing. So yeah, I also like Kevin. Oh, here we go. Now I've got control of Bernie Sanders. Sorry, not copyright. Excellent.
Okay, so in the meantime, as you are, get my names up, Mock M, as you are, using legend lore and figuring out everything you can about this creature, Dawn, have you been continuing to poke at the glowy squares in front of you? And she's muted. Her thing.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've just been like hitting away at them, trying to pretend it's some kind of like magical, like musical thing that you got to like try to figure out the right pattern to it.
Cool. Can you roll a d20 for me?
Yes.
Excellent. So, at some point in your random pushings, the middle screen goes, or the middle square goes completely blank and is suddenly covered with a huge number of symbols, almost like writing. However, you have no idea what any of them say, as you cannot recognize them. At that point, the squares stop reacting to you touching them. There is also a short, what would you call it? Kind of like a gong noise, which is not particularly loud, and it's centered around the throne. It does echo a little bit, though. So, Mark, let me look at legend lore again. What do you learn about this creature?
I learn information of legendary importance, even if it's like secret.
Ooh. Okay.
However, I will say that this information can be delivered in the form of a poem, a cryptic riddle, or a limerick if you are feeling so inclined.
That's important information.
And that bust out the limericks about freaking sucker.
So if you could just improvise a limerick for us, that'd be super.
just off the top of your head, just come up with one right now.
Just throw one out, eh? I think the best I can do is jump back into my Irish accent so it sounds somewhat limerickal.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing that now, laddies. Now, as the spell infuses the creature there in front of you, you find yourself suddenly staring out at a world from orbit. And you see a whole bunch of these strange, large cabbage thingies and some sort of creature that looks like it has a crab for a face. And you suddenly see all of these cabbages launched onto the world, and you see them sitting there, and they blossom beautifully, and one of these little crabby things comes out of it, and then leaps at somebody else's face. And then you see the creature with a crab for a face gearing itself up for battle. And the image fades as you see a man who does not look like a man lying on the ground, suddenly convulse and his chest poke out and the vision fades.
So what'd you say?
That's the sum total of my ability to improvise poems. Thank you very much. I will now be embarrassed for the rest of my life.
This is why we need healthcare.
I will relay all of that to the rest of the party, and rest assured I'm currently working on a limerick form of that exact information. I'll get back to you in 30 seconds with that.
That is fantastic. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I'm going to come back after walking around for a bit. I've been looking for a freezer room for anything to make a good burger out of, and as I come across good old Daniel with that crab-like creature. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'm going to try and grab it away from him, give it a bite.
Oh, we're just about to put it out of its misery.
The way that I will deliver that legend lore exposition to the rest of the party is in limerick form. So here is a limerick in a Russian accent for you. There once was a cabbage in space. It put crab on my face. My chest burst. It was the worst. For a fantasy setting, this seems out of place.
Beautiful.
I love it.
And I'm going to reach him for that bite.
Am I allowed to give inspiration points here? Because that was beautiful.
I mean, if you're going to give it up for anything, that.
Yes.
I just want to see the Big Mac just bite this crab.
Yep, Big Mac, roll a Constitution save.
Constitution save. Let's go. Beep. Yeah.
10. That's unfortunate. Where's my...
Wait, hold on. I've got the spell Purify Food and Drink. Never mind, too late.
So, Big Mac, you take 5 damage as you bite into the crab and green blood spurts out over your hands and face, burning into you.
I'm not McLovin it. Ugh.
Blinded for 5 rounds, or for a length of time that I determine.
That looks spicy.
How much
It
damage was
wasn't
that?
cooked yet.
How much damage was that? Sorry, 5.
Yep, 5 damage.
Beautiful.
And you will now find it rather difficult to talk properly because your face has been partially melted by acid.
Oh, sir.
How's the taste?
Do you know what? It tastes pretty good.
I thought we
Which
could make
is
a good one out of it. And I've got my work uniform on, my shirt and my cap, and it's slightly sizzling away currently.
Wow.
Secret sauce.
Excellent.
So, based on what you were saying before about what these creatures want to do, and we're standing next to a pool full of them, do we want to back up from the pool or take pot shots? I mean, it is literally fish in a barrel.
I would like you to watch this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into the pool, and then I'm going to cast a cantrip. This cantrip is Word of Radiance. And what that does is it burns everything around me in a 5-foot sphere with radiant light. Essentially, I want to just cleanse this entire pool of these strange crab-like creatures, causing myself to glow. And my word of divine radiance is anti-unions! And then I jump in.
Wait, what did you say?
Anti-unions.
Yeah, no, I heard you the first time. We're going to have a discussion about this.
No, I don't think we will. Look, I cannot help it. It's where my divine power comes from. God of slavery.
I'll talk to him then. You put me in touch with him and I'll talk to him then.
I can do that. Would you like to?
Break it up.
Once we live I'll be able to put you in touch.
Yeah. You put me in touch.
Okay, we'll work that out. But first, I need to cook this crab.
Okay, all right, yeah.
I'm stepping into the middle of these two and just splitting them apart for now.
And I'll say, Johnny Baloney, you've got my back. We are crab friends.
Yeah,
all
totally.
of these crabs need to make a Constitution save, or they'll be taking 13 points of radiance damage as a tiny sliver of power of the god of slavery just begins to burn them up.
How many crabs are there?
Who
They
knows?
instantly flash burn. Like there's 2 remaining crabs in there. They are instantly barbecued. Yeah,
Not even
they
in
are.
combat yet.
What I'll do is I'll crawl back out, I'll bring out one of the cooked crabs, and then I'll say, would you like to try another one that has been cooked? Maybe it will melt less of your face.
Might be a bit less acidic.
Hey, give me another one. I'll drop the other one on the floor. Grab that one.
I hand it right
Got a
over.
nice, crisp, deep fried look to it.
Understand about these.
And another bite.
By all means. Well, good news or bad news?
Both.
Both. Both equally. Your chest suddenly hurts so much that you drop to the ground. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
12.
Oh, 12. Right. Do you know what? Because I will find it highly amusing, I'm going to use one of the D20s that has been donated to me to change 12 to a natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wait, my 12.
Which will become very apparent. Yep. So you rolled a natural 20 on your Constitution saving throw and remain conscious as a small snake-like creature about as thick as your arm bursts out of your chest.
Whoa!
It's just like that poem that he said that would happen, man.
It hasn't happened to me since the last time I went to Burger Lord. Oh.
The creature quickly slithers its way out of you. Again, sentences I didn't expect to say tonight. Drops to the floor and quickly starts to move away. I should probably give you a token.
Which
for that.
direction does it go?
I'm loading up my hand crossbow and ready to take a shot.
No, wait! We should see where it goes.
So it moves. If you're looking at the map, I will draw you. So it begins. There should be. That is a box. I did not want to draw a box. I wanted to freehand. There. It slithers. Is slithering in that direction. If you should see a purple line or squiggle now on your map, it is heading in that direction.
I will turn to the rest of the party, Bernie Sanders, Char, and Big Mac, and I will give everybody else the exact same emboldening bond that I gave Johnny Baloney just before.
And Kevin.
Johnny Baloney's heart is well and truly heartbroken right now.
Well, as I do it, first thing I'll do is I'll turn to Johnny and I'll say, Johnny, what you and I have, it is special. We have the moment with the crab to treasure forever. But right now, these people need the help of the god of slavery quite a lot. Look at poor Big Mac's face. It's half melted off. He has a big hole in his chest.
I'm all right.
I mean, if that's what you say, then what you say is best. Oh, sorry, shoot, wrong voice. Okay, sure. If that's what you think is the best idea, then okay.
You are currently bleeding to death, Mykah, by the way.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
I mean, you have a
Okay.
large hole
What
in
I'll-
your chest. You may be conscious, but that still hurts.
I will also heal Big Mac. I will walk over to Big Mac and I will channel my divine balm of peace. You can have 2d6 plus 3 healing. I'll roll that now very quickly. You recover 10 health points. It just magically itches
How
up
many
some
health
of
points
your-
did I go down from that chest burst?
You're at 3 health.
I went down from 88 to 3 in one turn.
As I restore 10, I look over at you and go, that will be enough for now.
I mean, you literally had a hole in your belly, so not sure what you're expecting.
Okay, sorry. just on the donation side, guys, I didn't realize I was supposed to be saying them out loud when they get donated. So, Mark, you have a critical hit on your next attack roll.
Yay!
Waffles, anything you do that is interacting with Kevin the Xenomorph.
Yeah.
The next one is
Yeah, I know, yeah. Can I just interrupt because I know that one because that was my donation. So I ended up paying money for myself to do a nat 20 with Kevin.
I love it. Kevin has a nat 20 the next time he attacks anything, but I'm going to switch that to the next time he does anything, if you wish. And somebody has cast a wish spell, so there is a strange warping of the world around you, and all of a sudden, there is a man standing next to Dawn.
Oh, hello.
A very fine suit. He is unshaven and is wearing a very stylish hat. He looks around.
Well met, good sir. I stick my hand out and an offer of a handshake.
He confusedly reaches out and accepts your handshake and introduces himself as Baby Legs Johnson.
Does he have the baby legs though?
Say that again?
Does he have baby legs?
You can't tell. His suit pants are of a very wide cut.
Nice to meet you, Baby Legs Johnson. I am King Cha, as you can tell by my throne.
He says in a distinct Italian accent that he don't recognize no king but his boss.
Is your boss here? I don't see your boss. I am on the throne. Clearly, I am king.
Roll persuasion.
I would love to. I don't think I can fail this. 28.
Oh, damn. That's a good roll.
You did not fail that.
As soon as I get to level 11, I can't roll below a 21 on my persuasions.
That is extremely impressive. Yes, you are now recognized by Baby Legs Johnson as his new mafia boss. So you now have a follower named Baby Legs Johnson.
One more to add to the crew. Do you like parkour, Baby Legs?
Yes, in fact, he does.
Wonderful. We can be parkour bros. And I put my fist out for a fist bump.
He awkwardly fist bumps it back. He is very confused.
I motion to Baby Legs to come and talk, come and introduce our new follower, Baby Legs Johnson, to our old follower, Kevin the Undead Xenomorph.
This can only go well.
I think we should collect as many NPCs as we possibly can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can someone please revivify the facehugger?
I don't think anyone killed it.
Actually, you have 5 zombified face huggers following along with you.
We do?
I forgot to mention that before. Yes.
We have 5
They
of
were
them.
raised by someone previously. Yeah.
Yes.
So you actually do have a collection of those.
So we've only got 5. Can I just burn a couple of uses of animate dead? No, that only works on humanoids. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was trying to increase our followers, but it won't work.
Can I sidebar and be following that little slither thing? I want to know if that tastes good.
That's why I'm so far down, because I've just been trying.
Of course you can. You can absolutely be following the slither thing as it attempts to escape you.
Stay in range. Stay in range.
Going to slither down along that way through. Where is?
I want to follow.
Yeah. So you follow it into the darkness.
Is this a solid wall, or is this just dark?
It's just.
I'm going to follow everyone because I'm not big brain enough to figure out what to do with these cubes. So I'm going to come down and be like, don't leave me.
Fair enough.
Come along, it's getting away!
So it runs beneath the legs of a far larger
Jesus fuck.
As soon
creature.
as I see that, I'm getting back.
Oh,
So please roll initiative.
important
Yeah.
question. Does this larger one also count as a humanoid? Asking for a friend?
Okay, the definition of a humanoid is it has 2 arms, 2 legs, and is roughly bipedal.
That's
So
that's right.
unfortunate answer is yes. Unfortunately, the answer is yes. It is vaguely humanoid. It is stretching the definition slightly, but yes, it is humanoid.
Fantastic. That's what we like to hear.
Of course. Now I want to go down
I mean, we
here.
need as many ideas as we can for the mines.
Remember that
Okay.
every single member of our party, you feel emboldened by my Duergar bond, plus 1d4 to all of your attacks and all of your saves.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Does Kevin get an initiative? Is he an initiative as well?
He's under, I think, Bernie Sanders' control, so I'm
Okay.
not sure if you want to just roll him as part of your turn,
Okay.
or if you want to give him a second turn. So
Yep.
it's up to you.
I'll have him act on my
did-
turn.
I did get a
Did
20,
you
but it didn't
bring
add to the
Baby
turn
Legs
order.
Johnson
Yeah, so my 17.
down?
Which one are you, Mykah? Or are you
Big Mac.
Big
Or
Mac?
was it my turn?
Can I add you to the initiative order? No, I can't.
I think.
Do you want to try rolling initiative again now that the turn order is active? Maybe that'll.
You need to have your token selected, then you roll initiative, and it adds you straight into it.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Jesus.
That is a very good
Pretty
initiative.
similar.
I mean, my previous one was a 17, so bump up by 10, sure.
Nice.
It works.
That's fine. Okay, so we should have everybody. And I've rolled the big xenomorphs initiative. So, Johnny Baloney, you react fastest to the current situation. Oh, Char, Baby Legs Johnson will go on your turn if you wish. Otherwise, you can give him his own initiative.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming the blackness between us and the Xenomorph is just a hallway.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I am going to pull out both my hand crossbows and full-blown Western style, just spin them around once, catch them in my hands. For some reason, blow the tips for no reason. And then point and start opening fire. With my first one, I'm going to blow my first arcane shot to make it a shadow arrow.
Do you know what? It would look so epic. I'm not even going to have you roll to see whether or not you can catch them. So go ahead.
Dang.
Alrighty. Hand crossbow number 1.
I think that hits.
What? Okay. So the first roll, he is taking... Oh, shoot. Wrong thing. There we go. 8 piercing damage from that. And then from the shadow arrow, he takes 2d6 psychic damage and must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. It is not a difficult one to beat.
I mean, where's the wisdom save? Does a 14 beat it?
Yep.
Cool.
It was not a difficult one to beat, but he does take 5 psychic damage.
5 psychic damage.
Yep.
Oh.
And that's only shot number 1.
Excellent.
I have got 3 shots, and I can use my bonus action to fire a 4th.
Cool.
So, number 2. Yeah, I think that'll hit.
That one will hit.
That is 6. damage. My hand crossbows do so much. Number 3. Not sure if that one will hit.
So total of that one is 14, is it?
I believe so. I'm not sure whether -3 is coming in there.
So that one is going to bounce off the creature's exoskeleton.
Quick question. Is the slithering one still in the room?
Yes, it is. It is next to, but just behind the big one.
Okay, cool. Because instead of firing a 4th time, I'm going to use my bonus action to use Curving Shot. When you make an attack roll with a magic arrow and miss, you can use a bonus reaction to re-roll the attack roll against a different target within 60 feet of the original target.
Cool, do it.
So I'm basically going full wanted on this. Just. And I think
multiverse is collapsing. Who cares about physics? That's
As you curve the arrow, Daniil will look up at you and say, "Johnny, this is why you are my favorite."
Thanks, Bill. Thank you very much. And
So-
the little one takes 10 piercing damage.
Takes 10 piercing damage, okay? It now vaguely resembles a unicorn with a crossbow bolt sticking out of its forehead.
Yes.
That will be...
And then for movement, I am just going to duck around the corner.
Cool, that's all on your turn?
Yep, that's me.
Cool. Next
Beautiful.
we have Big Mac.
So Big Mac's going to get really angry that slithering creature was pretty much decimated because he wanted to taste it, that he's going to go into a rage. And with Barbarian Path of Wild, he's going to roll a d8 for Wild Magic Surge as well.
He's not going to roll well, though.
So each creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet must succeed on a con saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage.
Ooh.
Does that include your allies?
If I choose so.
Does that include your allies?
If it's of my choice, I'm going to choose on the big xenomorph and Johnny Baloney since he killed the thing.
Hold it.
So con saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage.
Cool. It's going to fail. Roll the necrotic damage.
And Constitution saving throw. Yep.
So it's just 3.
You do get 1d4 to all those saves, but I don't believe that would actually make a difference.
Not on a natural 1.
I also get 1d12 temporary hit points plus my barbarian level. So 10 plus 1d12 is... So 14 temp hit points. I'm going to actually do my attack now. I'm going to run up to this thing over here. These are by 5 squares, right?
Yes, they are.
So since my rage, I do have the dual wielder feat, so I'm going to pull out 2 spatulas and just go ham at the xenomorph there.
Cool. And I believe the first one is going to be a critical hit. Nope, that's for Mark. Never mind. Sorry.
So, it's to hit. Dirty 20?
I mean, that 20 hits anyway, doesn't it? Yep.
Sweet, so it's 1d10 plus 3 slashing. Oh shoot, hold up. Wrong roll. So 13 slashing damage. And then I'm going to do another with my longsword plus 2. 10.
Yeah, that's probably not going to hit. Roll a dexterity save.
Oh, I can see the stick save, can't I?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
So I get advantage on it because of my
because you're aware. Yes.
aware. So 20.
Cool. So you manage to dodge the green blood that spurts out of the very large creature as you cut it with your magical sword.
I'm gonna dodge out of the way. That doesn't look like a secret source to me.
The inspiration that you all have gained, by the way, from watching Big Mac run at a black gelatinous serpent-like creature with spikes all over it that is literally 3 times his height, causes you all to rethink your life choices, and you feel better equipped to deal with your current situation. In other words, switch to your next level character sheet, please.
Wait.
Wicked.
As that power flows through Daniil, he goes, maybe it is the secret source.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
Maybe.
Okay. Are you doing anything else on your turn? Oh, you need to roll you pass the deck save, so you're good. That's you. I should be able to then do that. Bernie Sanders, you react next quickest to the current situation.
Yeah. I see a large xenomorph type thing. I recognize it as potentially being Kevin's mum, dad. So I'm mildly apprehensive to attack this thing. But my newfound friend who likes to eat things, I am rather inspired by that. I feel like I now need to help him in his quest to find the best thing to eat, to get to unionize with his other fast food workers. So I feel that I'm just going to throw a fireball at it to help, just help. It's to make the cooking process a bit faster. That I think that's going to help. We've learned that might help, so I'm going to throw a fireball at it.
And you have literally made my night. What is a game of Dungeons and Dragons if somebody doesn't irresponsibly throw a fireball at something?
Exactly. Awesome. I do need some help about how this works, though, because I don't know how to do this in Roll20.
I don't know how to do a fireball in Roll20.
You go to your spell list, you click on fireball, and it does it.
There you go.
Fireball. That 26 fire damage. That would be on a failed deck save. I mean, it's like 15 feet tall. It's not going to be able to dodge a fireball. No. It takes... Does it take 26 fire damage? I mean, it basically lights on fire. Like,
I don't know if Bernie Sanders is big on football, but maybe he can toss it like an American football.
I mean, he is within the area of effect, so I think he needs to roll a deck save as well.
Sorry, who is?
Big Mac.
Big Mac. Let's do it.
Aren't you? Or was it fireball or firebolt?
Ball.
It's a fireball.
Not
yes.
bolt. Yeah, big one.
So it is a nice big area of effect. So Big Mac, if you do please.
Sweet. And with advantage, that is a 9.
Oof. What's my spell save? My spell save is much higher than that.
How much damage?
26.
26. Let's go.
Fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want everyone, our viewers especially, to visualize this. So, you proud, intelligent, brave adventurers are facing off against a 15-foot tall, black, incredibly powerful, clawed, spiky creature. Big Mac ran up at it, hacking away with his longsword. After, of course, Johnny Bloney went full, Wild West on it with his hand crossbows. And then Bernie Sanders throws a fireball, which lights not only the creature, but Big Mac on fire in a spaceship. And Big Mac is now at 1 health because he is literally impersonating... I
am on 10 after leveling up.
There you go. You are on 10 health. Ghost Rider, you are impersonating Ghost Rider right now. That's what's happening. Yeah, cool, excellent. As long as we're all on the same page. Bernie Sanders, is there anything else you'd like to do other than setting your ally on fire?
No, other than maybe what does Kevin get to do? I don't know what Kevin can do.
Kevin can attack. He's got claws. He has inner jaws. He has a tail. He can play his ribs like a xylophone. So
I'd like him to do that, please.
Yes, as soon as like Daniil sees Kevin, like maybe even thinking about getting into combat, hold out his arm and say, "No, Kevin, you are too precious."
Kevin doesn't want to go. I don't think I'll make Kevin go into combat. He's just going to start playing his ribs like a xylophone.
Fantastic. So
this guy doesn't even second guess about lighting the room up with a fireball when his allies are in it.
No. But we must
no.
protect Kevin. He is the best of us.
Precious.
There is no
So gets a nat 20 on his next action, which is, of course, playing his ribs like a xylophone. So he busts out the most epic battle solo that you have ever heard. Like, he just... Yeah. It, in fact, inspires you all so much that you get +1 on whatever your next action is. It is just that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Guys, you're watching the xenomorph drone play its own ribs like a xylophone and actually produce a beat. Like, come on.
Go, Kevin.
Go, Kevin. Is that the end of your turn? Yeah, that will be.
Yes, it is.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Cool. So next we have Char. Char and Baby Legs Johnson.
Alrighty, so Char is going to summon 2 psychic daggers and attempt to throw them at the alien.
Excellent. Roll.
So I'll make my first attack.
Remember, you get +1.
Yep, so, and I also get a D4 as well, so, I mean, I don't think I need it, but that makes it 20, unnatural. And because I have an ally near him, it's also a sneak attack, so I will roll that, and I will roll my sneak attack damage, which is, I believe, 66. How do I do that?
Can you just type 66 into the chat?
I've posted a formula. You can just copy and paste that without the quotation marks.
There you go.
There we go. So that is 32 damage.
Nice.
And then I will make my second attack with my other psychic blade.
Yeah,
And that is an unnatural 20.
Nice.
And it does 6 damage.
Hot damn.
Nice. Those are psychic blades. Would they cause...
They are psychic damage.
They are psychic damage. So
yeah.
you're hurting its brain, not cutting its body. Okay.
Yes.
So no acid for
So,
Big
like,
Man.
I throw the dagger and it just like dissolves into his like brain.
That's metal AF. That is, yeah. Okay.
That is me done.
And that is Baby Legs Johnson going to do anything?
What can he do?
Well, he has a handgun.
Yes, he will pull out his handgun and shoot it at his king's command.
Like he has a pistol. He has a 15-round, 9mm semi-automatic handgun.
Oh, all right then.
Baby
So he
legs,
moves
come
forward,
on.
so stand beside me, and then he like pulls out his gun and like starts firing it into the guy.
So I'm gonna go. I did not expect to have to use the rules for a handgun. Quickly look them up. Okay.
It's the multiverse. What do you expect?
Well, exactly. Not this. I will tell you that. Not this. But that's the beauty of role playing, isn't it? So he's going to hit. I'm just rolling it for you guys for convenience, if that's okay. and he's going to do 10 damage. So he kind of blows off one of the spines with his handgun. He just rips
I
it out.
pats him on the back and is like, "Good work, baby legs. Good work."
He grunts in response appreciatively.
For a question for flavor, is he holding it standard or gangster style?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to.
Definitely gangster style, right?
Surely.
Where's my other D10? Why can't I find my other D10? I've lost it. Oh no. He obviously, for maximum accuracy, he is holding a gangster.
Of course. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less.
He's Baby Legs Johnson. I mean, what? Obviously, holding it like in front of you, aiming down the sights does nothing. So,
no.
Cool. So, Daniel, my crazy Russian socialist friend, what are you going to do?
Socialist, less of that, more authoritarian. I have a question. These creatures, we have established that they are in fact humanoids. This is important. Are they?
Yes. We are counting them as humanoid.
Excellent. Because Daniil is going to step forward and he's going to turn around and he's going to say, "All of you went. We have just met this creature. We need to give it a chance to prove it is good worker. Like Kevin. You keep it up, Kevin. You're doing a good job on the ribs." Now I'm going to turn to both Big Mac and the Xenomorph, and I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on both of them. If this works, for the next minute, they will be indifferent towards all creatures that they're hostile towards. Here it is. There's the description in the chat. That is a charisma save for both Big Mac and the Xenomorph.
Okay, Big Mac, do you want to roll yours? And I will roll the Xenomorph.
Big Mac, you can add 1d4 to that, although I don't think it'll help.
No, I'm fine.
Probably not going to help. He is so chill about being on fire right now, you guys. Like, what's the old saying? Make a man a fire, he's warm for a day. Set him on fire, and he's warm for the rest of his life.
Maybe the smoke fumes from the Xenomorph getting a bit chill, you know?
He's going to give a little sniff in the ear and be like, "Do I smell a Minotaur burger?" And smack out a little fire on his butt.
How does the Xenomorph do?
Take good when cooked. The Xenomorph. What's the DC on the
15.
charisma save? 16.
15.
Oh, of course it's 15. I am. Oh, I'm gonna have to say that it fails. Oh, why? So it kind of relaxes out of its aggressive posture. It is still a tiny bit on fire, but not very much. And it just kind of warily is watching you all.
Does it seem like it can understand us at all?
I mean, the only way to tell is to say something to it.
Daniil will say, "You see, is not so scary after all. I mean, look at that. Those muscles will be excellent at slithering through mines, delivering precious gems for your empire. Kevin, you are old news. New Xenomorph, you are new thing."
Well, what's it? No. We can't just be stitching aside employees just because they're no longer relevant anymore. We have to look after our most vulnerable.
I have never heard such ridiculous and awful backwards thinking. That is not how Diogar Empire became great again. And then I'm going to walk down the hallway towards the Xenomorph, look up at this kind of burning acidic alien, and attempt to talk to it. You know what? I'll try Undercommon, and I'll try Dwarvish. You never know.
You absolutely never do. That's what I love about this game. So what do you want to say to it, Daniel?
I will walk on up to it, cycling through languages, and I will say, I have a wonderful opportunity for you as mining intern in Underdark. You can live an extremely valuable life, creating profit for your overlords. We have extremely long work hours, very basic meals. We'll build a lot of character. How do you feel about dark, cramped spaces and hard labor?
So it appears. Well, actually, roll an insight. Roll an insight check for me, please.
Am I able to use guidance on this?
I don't see why not. That couldn't possibly make things any weirder.
Excellent. Ooh, and do you know what? Laduga's going to help me out. That's a 24.
That's 24 on the insight. So it definitely. So with the languages that you're switching to, it reacts to Dwarfish.
Okay.
For some reason. It appears to understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, but not their overall meaning.
Right.
However, when you get to the dark, cramped spaces part, it seems to perk up. And
I will
react.
cry a single tear of happiness that I have found the perfect worker. Strong, tall, loves cramped spaces. Acid blood is just a bonus. I will also mention that after 1 minute expires, the calm emotions will disappear. So before that happens, now that I know that this thing understands me, there's a spell I can cast that takes a minute. It's called Gaze, and I can put it under a magical command that it has to follow for a month. And my plan is to spend a minute talking to it about the benefits of being a mining intern in the Durgar Empire, and do a 30 days work experience for me.
What
Hey
is
man, if you want to
happening?
talk to him, I can just link your mind, and then you can be like mind to mind, bros.
I would love that. You'll be a very valuable intern after this adventure.
You want to talk to his mind?
Yes.
That way you can hear what he's saying back. Okay, I say bye-bye to the little girl with her shiny rocks at the river, and I link, I can link up to 5 people now, so I link you guys and the alien all together.
Great. You are going to have to endure an entire minute of my pyramid scheme-esque sales pitch to get this alien.
We're
into
going to have to
work in the
endure
mine.
that anyway.
That is true. That is true. The alien, if it can understand me, does get a wisdom save.
Do you have to see the creature the entire time?
Yes.
We just have to be within 1 mile of it for the psychic link to be up.
Okay. So it does, in fact, understand you. It fails its wisdom saving throw, obviously. So it is now magically under a Gaius, whereby it must, for the next 30 days, dig in tunnels and work for a communist totalitarian regime. Because
Perfect.
of course it does. How do I end that? We're out of initiative order. Good news or bad news?
It's Kevin 2. Kevin Boogaloo.
Just a side note, for some reason my icon is not showing anymore. So is there a way to bring it back?
I can still see your icon. I wonder if it's no longer attached to you.
Well, maybe.
No. It says it's representing your character. Controlled by, determined by character settings. I think you should still have control over it. Good news or bad news, though, people?
Good news. Only.
Yeah,
No bad.
good news.
Good news. The massive xenomorph is no longer trying to kill any of you. Obviously, it is now determined to be the best mine worker it can possibly be.
It's great.
Unfortunately, it seems to decide that it's going to start right away, and it immediately begins ripping at the deck beneath it, digging down into the bowels of the ship. Because of its size and strength, it does not take it very long to actually rip open the outer hull of the vessel. Whereby all of you are sucked out of the ship. So please roll a dexterity save to avoid smashing your heads on something as you get sucked out.
Everybody gets plus 1d4 to this.
Everyone.
Feeling great.
You're going to need it.
Oh, no, that was to. Oh.
I got a 0. I was standing right
21.
over it, cheering it on.
I got 5.
Big Mac, you legend. I hope you can survive.
Baby, double 20s!
Yeah. Big
Double
Mac,
20s!
you're doing the rest of this adventure on your own.
Is Big Mac, with double critical successes, able to grab the dwarf who got a critical failure before he falls out into the void of space?
Do you know what? I will give you a roll to catch the dwarf.
Yeah, bring it.
So roll another dexterity save to see if you can catch the dwarf and prevent them from brutally being injured as they fall through the hole.
I spy with my little fries a dwarf in danger.
And you have successfully grabbed the dwarf and hugged it to yourself as the lot of you are sucked out of the vessel into the atmosphere of the planet which you have been approaching. So you find yourselves deafened and nearly blinded by the air rushing past you and blowing around you, and you are now falling several kilometers above the surface of a lovely blue-green planet, which looks like it has really nice springtime atmosphere. Yeah, it'd probably be really nice. if
Sorry,
you weren't
real
falling.
quick. What happens to Kevin? I'm very invested in the Kevin saga.
So Kevin, in addition to being a xenomorph and therefore incredibly physically resilient, he is undead. And therefore, chances are he will survive the fall and go on to live a very long, happy life eating people.
I have a question.
Most important thing.
Could we, as Kevin gets sucked past, can I cast Death Ward on him as he goes by so that no matter how much falling damage he takes, he'll survive on 1 hit point?
Of course you can.
Kevin, one.
Excellent. I just imagine that Big Mac is holding this dwarf both hands by the legs as the dwarf is like hanging out of the airlock and just like slaps Kevin on the butt as Kevin flies out, and he's just surrounded by this magical radiant shield. And I'll wipe away the second tear that I've shed this session as Kevin goes.
Goodbye.
Be happy to know that Kevin Boogaloo, does go on to successfully complete his internship, at which point he eats half the minor.
Great.
So
It's worth it,
I'm going
honestly.
to go ahead and interrupt here. I think this is a good place to pause. So I just want to go ahead and say thank you to our DM for the time that he has spent the last 3 hours running an alien game. I know that you got thrown into the chaos pool and you never swam out of it, but you handled it really, really well, Jason.
You did.
I super appreciate the time that you have
Chaos
spent playing with
is
us.
the best place to be.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
it was my pleasure, everybody. Thank you so much
I just want
for
to show you guys what
wonderful
Liv
play.
has bought me. I have chicken and tacos just being like
my
handed to me in an enormous chicken
Nice.
and tacos bowl. Liv, come say hi. There's Liv.
Hey, Liv.
Hey,
Hello.
thank you. So Jason, your slot is over. Can I just get you to put us onto the no fights page on Roll20, and then you can go ahead and give us any plugs that you want to do, social media, anything that you want to shout out. Please go ahead and do that. I'll just get us into the right spot. Yeah. So go ahead and tell us anything that you want to tell us before you log out.
I guess just if you know anybody who's neurodiverse or on the autism spectrum or anything like that, there are so many awesome opportunities in New Zealand for people like us. By the way, I'm autistic, if you hadn't guessed. To do cool stuff like playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it has such an awesome effect for us. And I think this whole thing to support Starship, which personally I know a number of people who have gone to Starship and they have been absolutely amazing. And I love this whole thing and what all of you guys are doing. So thank you very much to all the players. Thank you to the other DMs, the organizers, and of course all of our awesome donators.
How would people contact you if they wanted to get in touch with you about what you do?
So I have a Facebook page, Neurodiversity. If I can send you a link, Penny, if you want to then share that, and messaging me on that, it's probably the most straightforward way.
If you post it in the Discord, one of our mods, probably Poppy, will put it up in the Instagram, and then people will be able to find it from there.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
So much for your time. Honestly, it's been great. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, man. That was
Thank
amazing.
you.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Thanks,
Kevin.
mate.
All right. So, hey, well done, you guys. You escaped that. Well, you kind of escaped the alien ship. The alien ship kind of ejected you. But, I mean, we'll count it as a win, right?
Yeah.
I see this as an absolute win.
We survived.
So I'll go ahead and do the donation totals. So we are currently up to $2,802. So we are getting there. We are really close to 2/3 of the way there. So thank you very much, everyone who has donated so far. So this last 90 minutes, we've had Lara, who donated $20 for a critical hit for Mark, which, by the way, unless the next DM is like 100% like, no, you can't have those, you haven't used that yet. So as far as I know, you can carry that through and use that next time around.
Beautiful.
Thomas, who's currently in the chat with us, donated $20 for a natural 24 Waffles, which he then had to take over for. Really, really sorry that Waffles can't be here because I know he's like a really, really good entertainer. Waffles, if you're still in the chat, we miss you and we wish you were here. Thomas, you're doing a great job filling in. Thank you for being a last minute. Like literally, I want to mention that Thomas decided to be back up for the slot last night at like nearly midnight. So shout out to him for being
Yeah, I was just like, oh yeah, whatever. That'll be fine. They won't need me.
And you never know who's going to be needed. We've got an Anon who donated $30 and gave the nat 20 to Kevin the Xenomorph on any attack roll, which I'm pretty sure they did use. And then we have George, who, according to our George, is not the same person who wished for Shah to have baby legs with a $50 donation. So someone donated $50 claiming to be George, and I'm not 100% sure that it's actually our George. Dawn, do you happen to know who that was?
I don't yet, but if I find out, I'll let you know. Will the fake George please stand up?
Yeah, so those are all of our donators. So I will start getting ready for the next... God damn it.
Oh, boy.
Mum, I'm trying to take over.
Mum.
This is awkward. I think I've got my multiverse streams crossed.
Mods.
Oh god, is this another group of these wannabe adventurers? Jesus, I keep telling you, you can't stop me. The worlds are literally dissolving around you. Look.
Man's trying to stop you.
Look.
Side
Look.
Yeah.
This is what's...
Thanks, mods. Cheers for that. I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm sure that they definitely won't be back again. Thank you very much to the mods for getting rid of that person. Okay, so that is that for the time being.